3, 2, 1.
Baby, I get these thoughts in the morning. I've been thinking about you.
And welcome back, everyone, with another episode of From the Ground Up, episode 2, season 3. Let's go. It's your girl Nibs, aka that girl.
Yeah.
Worst harmonies. Do you want to do the harmonies? AKA, shout out to Royal Customs for my shirt. Free the brother Smoke. Let's go.
Free smoke.
What's up, bitches? It's your favorite and your highly flavored. Yeah, you're highly flavored. Mihaka, aka the Lunar Kid.
Double
D's.
Aka Free Our Boy Smoke. Aka Mr. Daddy Long Leg Stroke. Hey.
AKA Mr. Park on the curb.
What's up, everyone? It's your real favorite host right here, fam. AKA Golden Wheelchair right here. AKA Pirate King.
AKA Jew.
Jew. That's the one. Yeah, guys, and today we've got a superstar in the building.
Let's go.
Very excited for this episode.
Are you talking about me?
I know he's not talking about him.
Oh, hell no. Yeah, guys, we've got a very special guest. We got SVNO.
Let's go.
Welcome, man. Welcome.
Got any AKAs for us?
Yeah, nah.
Oh,
Rainbow shit.
Nice.
that's my
like.
gig, all right? I'm the Rainbow Boy here.
Yeah, man, welcome. Thanks for coming out as well.
No,
I'm sure you
thanks
have
for
a
having me,
busy
man.
ass schedule, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and just for our, maybe some people that haven't heard of you, even though probably everyone's heard of you, do you want to kind of give them a little like backstory on what you do?
Yeah, so what's up? My name is SVNO, aka SVNO.
That's how you pronounce it, eh?
No, yeah, so I do music. Been doing music for a while. I'm a father. I'm a husband, and yeah, that's me.
Nice, bro.
Love that.
Yeah. So, do you want to kind of backtrack and talk about the start of your journey?
In music?
Just in, do you want to start like in life in general?
Yeah, so I was playing footy for a while actually. Like I was really into it since the jump, playing footy, and then I got into music, and then I fell in love with music, and since then, I've just been chasing music. So yeah, that's pretty much like a little overview of what I've done. And
Yeah, 100. You're like a household name for footy, bro. Everyone always talk about, always mention, I say Jaquil, Bryce, and I think
Mihaka.
Wiki.
Oi, yeah, Wiki was pretty up there too, yeah.
Always heard your guys' names. And
Yeah,
you were playing at a high level. Did you wanna
yeah,
kinda-
I was playing reps and whatever, but I don't know. Just footy is just footy. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing really there for me.
Do you mean like internally?
Yeah, internally, like I just wasn't really I was passionate about it, but music was I could share my story. You know, like footy players these days, you can see like they got to follow a lot of rules. You know, they're pretty much puppets.
Yeah. I don't want to hear that, guys. Sorry.
Not you know, like in the bigger sense of things, they actually gotta, you know, do certain things a certain way. They can't speak their mind a lot of times, and for me, I just found music and I was like, nah, this is my shit. So
Yeah, for sure. Nice. And where were you raised?
I was born in Nepean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Born and bred in Mount Druitt, so you know, I'm a Mountie boy at heart.
Nice.
I always-
100. And when you were playing footy, you also, I remember back then, there's always YouTube clips of you and your brothers singing. Was that, were you in love with music at that time?
Yeah, so we always grew up like singing. There's 6 of us, 7. I got 6 brothers, so there's 7 of us. But growing up, it was always just around us. Mum used to sing to us all the time, and we just always had to do those performances at the family.
Oh
events.
yeah, put on the spot.
Yeah, straight out, bro. Like
Competition.
we'll be at a family event, and Mum was just like, "Yeah, let's go do a little song." So then we started that's how kind of my love for music came about.
Yeah.
Nice. So were you raised by your mum?
Yeah, raised from by my mum and dad, but my old man just done the old Lego. Done the old Lego when I was like 15, 14. And then, yeah, since then, raised by my mum. So,
Nice. How was that being raised by your mum?
oh, to be honest, it was tough, eh? Just because there was not much of a father figure around for my brothers.
Yeah.
So at a young age, I had to pretty much, be the man of the house, grow up real quick. And then, yeah, mum went through just a tough stage, and I just had to, kind of father my boys. And so I lost a lot of myself in that time, but at the same time, I wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah.
But my mum's a queen.
Yeah, 100%.
I think for everyone, you look at your mum, she's like a superhero. So, yeah, I love my mum.
Shout out,
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah.
What was it like with your brothers, like growing up?
Are you the eldest?
Nah, so I'm the third eldest.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm the third eldest. But yeah, it was me and my brothers are tight, eh? Like we do everything together, whether it's music, whether it's footy. Like we're always together, and we just got a good bond. My brothers are my best friends.
Oh, nice. Shout out to the brothers.
Yeah, shout
Shout out my
We
boys.
love family bond.
Yeah, so that your father leaving, that definitely make you and your brothers tighter or closer.
Yeah, I think we've always been tight, but I think the other side was that our mum taught us was like just transparency and kind of being there for each other.
Yeah.
So like we went through some dark years, and like literally years. So it's still like 5 years down the line, and we're still trying to, figure out life in general.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, when you don't have a father figure, it's just tough to kind of navigate, life. So we're trying to figure out that for ourselves, and also just my mum went through a dark stage, so it was hard to get advice off her through those times and stuff like that. So, but yeah, my boys, we've had each other's back always. So if I fall, my brothers always pick me up, vice versa.
Nice. And what's it called? I was gonna say. Oh, did you have someone to look up to, like a father figure? Was there an uncle or?
Yeah, or like there was a period in my life where kind of just there was no father figure, so I just had boys, like my boys. And, like, I still got the same boys, like you got Mr. T's, Toza, and
Shout out to them.
yeah, shout out. I got a song with him coming soon.
Yo,
Oh, nice.
yo, we're about to play it, guys.
But yeah, I got Toza, like Deezer, and like in that kind of period of my life, I found God. So it's just kind of there's a few boys that really have my back, and even Joseph Paulo.
Yeah.
He kind of took me under his wing, and so those kind of were the boys that I looked up to, and even my uncle Andrew, just a lot of people that kind of just invested their time into my life.
Yeah.
Kind of shaped me to kind of the man I am today.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Takes a village to raise a kid. I was fresh out.
Are you in contact with your father at all?
Nah.
Yeah. Did it just cut from 15?
Nah, I didn't just cut. Like we've tried to rekindle it a couple times, but I think he's going through his own thing as well.
Yeah.
It's hard to when you're a man to kind of. I think in his case to own up to what's going on.
Yeah.
I still don't know the full story of why he actually left and everything like that. So even that part of my life and my brother's lives, we're trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
So going through all those emotions, and then like he's got another son, which is why I say I've got 6 brothers to a different mum.
Yeah.
But yeah, even that dynamic, just trying to figure it out and how
Blended
it works.
family.
Yeah, straight out. So for me, it's we just keep it civil. Like I don't really talk to him, or none of my brothers actually talk to him.
Yeah.
And was there ever like a kind of like a self blame
Yeah, I was going to
period
say that.
with you and your?
Oh,
I got you, bro. I got you. No.
nah, to be honest, like I went through a stage where I was just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's like, man, you leave like your 6 boys and to go do whatever you wanted to do. Like I know when you get to a man and you have you're an adult, you go through a lot of things, but in the end, man, it's your family. So the way I looked at it, I was real resentful about it. But now that I have my own daughter and my wife, I just try and I try and move on with that and just try and be a better father for my daughter and a better husband to my wife. So yeah, life's life, you know. But in the end, it's just how you fucking like react to it.
100%. Yeah.
Sure.
Have you ever made music about everything you've been through?
Yeah, I got some tracks about the old man that I probably won't ever release.
Yeah.
That's diss track. So
That's the real diss track.
All the boys are on it.
Like everything that you hear from me is just my life experience. Like I never say a lie in anything that I've put out. Like I've never told a fake story. I've never, you know, whether it's like me finding God, me finding my wife, just me like navigating my life and what I've gone through as well. Like that's my type of thing. I just tell my stories.
Yeah.
Because it heals me in a sense. Like, you know, me talking about what I've gone through is my own therapy. So I'm pretty much speaking to myself more than anyone else.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's just a bonus that everyone can, like people do connect to those stories as well.
Yeah. Honestly, it's crazy because when people message me and stuff and they're like, "Fuck, you know, I feel this."
Yeah.
And I've gone through this type of stuff. You know, it actually makes me want to do more music. So it's cool in that sense for sure.
yeah.
100%.
We love that.
Yeah. You know, as well, with you saying that you found God, was there ever a stage where you just were mad and you were just drinking or like using other things as escape codes?
Yeah, like there was a period from 14 to 16 I was in a dark place and like I went through a lot of suicidal, you know, I think for polys, like now that I'm older and what I've seen with my boys, like suicide is a massive thing for
100%.
And it's like that's one of the first thoughts that we go to because we think it's the easiest way out.
Yeah.
And that's what I went through when I was 14 and 16, and it was literally like God saved me. So like I'll never ever be ashamed to share my story about how God touched my life. So in that sense, yeah, man, I'm blessed. You know, doesn't matter what walk of life, you know, you come from. Like, you know, for me, God like changed my life, and ever since then, you know, I'm not the perfect person. I don't think anyone is, even the friggin' pastors and preachers.
Yeah, 100%.
But it's just my personal walk with God, and I'll always be grateful that I had that encounter. So
Yeah. And was that encounter like in a church or anything, or just reading at home?
Oh, so a funny story. No, it's not a funny story, but I was like, I was going through one of those nights, and I was just at the tipping point, you know, when I was just about to take my life, and it was Joseph Paulo. He called me, and he just said, he's like, "Bro, come to the summer camp." It was like it was a Hillsong summer camp.
Oh wow, nice.
And he was like, "Just come to the summer camp, just come chill with me, whatever." He didn't even know what was going on, and like for some reason, I was just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go." So then I went, and then that's when I had an encounter with God, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm never turning back." Like,
Man, I'm so happy.
I never had that kind of thought as well. Like it was just one of those things for me. So yeah.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
100%.
And just for anyone who's kind of feeling the same way, do you got any advice for them?
Oh, straight out, yeah. I think for anyone that's feeling that way, it's just like kind of surround yourself with real people, like first and
100.
foremost.
Yeah, for sure.
Like just people who actually want like that love you for you, people that want the best for you. There's a lot of sharks in this world, man. And,
100, bro.
Little snakes.
Yeah, snakes.
Yeah.
Like when you're young, like you think everything's easy, you know, life's good and this and that. But then when life hits you, you don't know how to react to it. So I think for me it was Sefa. He called me, and then from there on, he kind of was my mentor. Him and like this guy named Richie Phillips, and then just surrounding myself around them and kind of just, you know, like seeing a different perspective in life through their eyes, like how, you know, how they love me as a man, you know, like they're actually there for me.
Yeah.
You know, they were dropping food like when my mum, because my mum got diagnosed with clinical depression, so she was like bedridden pretty much for like a year, couple of years or whatever.
Yeah.
So I remember times like before school we'll give her tablets, and then we'd have to go to school. But then I didn't really think about it till I got older to be like, man, like my mum was like bedridden, like just she couldn't get out of bed because of the whole father situation and her and dad splitting up. but that was like a whole like learning moment in my life. It was like these boys came over, like these and that. They used to drop food off to our house.
Yeah, that's loyal, man.
Yeah, straight out. Like they used to come like drop food every Friday. Like just a big like cereal, just like pasta, rice,
the
anything.
essentials.
For us to eat. And I think that's what gave me a more drive. Gave me more drive to pursue whatever I wanted to pursue. Because my mum was, even though she was depressed and everything, she always pushed me to do what I believed I should do. Everyone always told me, "Oh, you should be a footy player. You should do this and that."
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, fuck that. Like my mum believes in me, so I'm just gonna chase whatever I feel that I need to chase.
Yeah.
That's
Beautiful.
so good. Yeah.
And I heard that so much. To be honest, like people saying like, "Oh, you should because from outside looking in, you're guaranteed for footy. Not in general, but you yourself, because your talent was so high, your skill set. Everyone always used to say, I always used to hear that, and I always used to be like, oh, it's about happiness, man.
Yeah,
do what that makes you happy, man.
100.
Yeah, honestly, even when I went back to footy, like fast forward a few years later, because I stopped playing, I went back in under 20s, and like some of the first grade boys that I was training with, like they just didn't seem fulfilled.
Yeah.
And it was just that thing that confirmed for me, like, man, this isn't the be all and end all. I can do what I want to do and be happy. Even if I was working a 9 to 5, but I was actually happy and happy with my family and my daughter. That's what I'll teach my daughter. I wouldn't teach her to chase something that she doesn't believe in or that she's not passionate about.
Just for money.
Just for money, bro. And I actually believe in myself 100% that I could have played footy like NRL.
Yeah.
100, man.
I still walk around and think I can play.
100, like,
Are you gonna run a straight up Billy?
oh, my, this game over, man. It's game over. We don't want that, guys. We want to see him flourish, you guys. I remember I did see when you came back to footy and you made the New South Wales team.
Yeah,
off the bat. Yeah,
that was a buzzy year for me, man. I came because my mum was alright then. Like she was good. And a year before I moved in with George Jennings, like Jenko,
shout out to Jenko, man.
He's my boy, man. He just had a baby too. So
shout out to the Jennings.
But I moved in with him, and we had a mad time together. But then it kind of I transitioned into going back to league just because I thought, man, I want to provide for my mum. Yeah. And to me, that was the easiest way in, to get money. Like fuck working 9 to 5. But I hate that shit.
Yeah, it's not for you.
Straight out, it's not for me. I'm trying to use all my gifts and talents to not work in 9 to 5.
But see, that's so good. Like I feel like that's so good. With a lot of islanders, they're like go straight into work. And there's so much talent within the islanders, like the Polynesians, and it's like, man, if you use your gifts, man, and chase your dreams.
And it's pretty much just the door, like them understanding that it's possible. Really,
100.
like even our culture, it's like, when you're young as a Samoan, or you're told to shush, or you're told to, you can't really, you don't feel like you can really grow. You can't grow past a certain barrier. With everything in life in general. So for me, it was like, I wanted to just go back and just give it a crack. And it's funny because my first time when I went to training at Roosters, the recruitment manager was like, "Yeah, we'll just give you $5,000 for the year." And I was like, "What the fuck?" In my head, I was like, "Nah, bro, I'm worth more than that."
Straight up.
Oh, seriously, for the year?
Straight out. So that motivated me, and I just trained hard, and I got a good contract out of that. And I kind of just, I just went crazy. Went and friggin' lived in a nice house and moved out the area. But
good on you for that, though. How was it? Once you moved out of the area, how was that for you?
Wow, it was actual. It was a shock to the system, like Mountie boy,
culture shock,
culture shock, man. Especially because I when I first moved out, I went to Maroubra, and that's the beaches, city life and shit like that.
Boys in the bay,
crazy. We don't see that stuff on the daily.
100%.
For me to go out there, I moved in with my cousin Jazza, Jazza Roberts, and he just took me in, and I was like, fuck, these people are happy out here. These people are up at 5 a.m. training down the beach, and they're just living life cafe. cafe life, everything like that. But it was different as. But to me, it opened my eyes to be like, man, like it's possible. Like, this kind of stuff it can be our normal. Doesn't matter, where you're from, and that's what pushed me more to chase that. Not in footy in general, but just everything. Like, man, we deserve more, and we can get more. So, yeah, it was culture shock, but it was mad. In a sense.
Yeah, it's sort of like when I came from Biddle to Hill Sports, that was a massive culture shock because they don't. Biddle or just normal primary schools, they don't kind of cater to your skill set and abilities. And I went to Hills and they actually got footy training at school, a couple times a week, and then you just drive out to footy games. I always used to think like, fuck, bro, I didn't even ever think
this was possible.
Yeah, this was possible. Like people did this out here.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking like, damn, so much of the boys are missing out because everyone back in the hood can play, man. I used to think like, damn, so lucky to be here.
Yeah, I always think about that too. Like what I'm doing now, I know like, fuck, I know 100 dudes or like 100 boys or whatever out here that are better than me. Like they're actually like are gifted in music, gifted in playing league or whatever. It's just them realizing it and
believing it.
Yeah, believing it. And then also like someone just opening the door,
Yeah, 100%.
for them to walk through and be like, man, I can actually do this. So it always humbles me when I see anyone drop music from here or anyone doing their thing from here. Like my boys have got like Bizzo's running now. Like Deezer's doing his It Ain't Water.
Shout out to Deezer.
Shout out, It Ain't Water, baby.
Yeah, this guy's got the Capisso, and you guys got your like. These things make me happy and be like, man, like we're actually breaking chains out here. So
100%.
And I think it's such an important conversation, especially in our community.
Yeah,
and just kind of resetting the blueprint. And it's hard at the same time because as polys, our parents came over as first gen, so they have that kind of urgency for security, stability.
Yeah.
So they're always, unfortunately, like I get where they're coming from, but they're saying like take the safe route, go for the jobs that's available right now to make money.
And you can't really blame them because like that's all they knew coming over.
Yeah, and they had to
actually
grind
paved the
hard,
way.
man.
Yeah.
That's to grind hard, and they're like, oh man, we don't want you to struggle like we did. That's why, like, a lot of it comes to pushing the safe route.
Yeah, facts.
But definitely important convo to rather than, do that, kind of just chase your dreams, and the biggest security would be your happiness.
Yeah.
It's not just, a financial game.
Yeah.
As we were talking before, like the suicide rate, it's getting out of control, especially the Polynesian community.
Yeah, it's the highest in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is,
And there was actually 2 deaths that happened within, like, in Mauni. And then one of them was, suicide, like mental health. And then the other one was Masada.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy. Did you go to the hill? Oh, because you just stay in Maruba, hey?
Yeah. Nah, just went to the Maruba Hill.
Yeah.
Nah, I wish, man.
Yeah.
I remember running when I used to, like when I was doing extras to try and make Panthers, Penrith team, like I was running that hill.
Yeah.
And I remember I used to go down and they were like, bro, you're the king of this hill.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I remember Masada coming, he's just pumping the hill all the time, him and Jenko.
They were saying, I think he did 93 times up and down the hill, no breaks. Yeah.
Damn.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, rest in peace, man.
Yeah,
So
rest in
Masada
peace.
and the other also, is it Akko?
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Crazy, man.
That was kind of like one of the main reasons we, cause me and my boys, we just call ourselves 92. Like one of my usos, Willie, he took his own life, and like that was kind of our turning point for us to be like, man, like we're gonna actually have real conversations with each other, and like we're gonna push each other and just be there for each other, because I think that's the bridge. Is like there's no conversation, between having that thought and then getting over that bridge kind of thing. And it's like for me and my boys. 92, I always said, like whatever it is in life, like we're always going to talk about it and we're always going to be able to have that conversation. So with the whole transparency and everything like that, that's what we try and push for. And then from there, like we can teach our kids and they'll teach their kids to have that conversation. So that's a big thing.
For sure.
I think that's so good. Like, especially with the men in our community as well. Like there's not a lot of emotional talks or anything within their inside. Their insides, like it baffles me that they don't want to talk about anything. I mean, I get it because maybe they weren't raised like that and stuff, but it's good that you have something like that.
Yeah.
And then it'll probably inspire some other people out there to create their own thing.
And to be honest, for me, like, I think it's just like just opening it up, because a lot of the boys are hard heads, and they've not had those talks in that. But once you actually talk to them, you actually see like that's what they've been longing for. In a sense, like that's what they've actually wanted to talk about. Yeah. And then they start opening up, and then they start sharing their life and their stories, and it's liberating for them. Yeah, as much as it is for you. So, yeah, man, I push that forward hard, because I know a lot of men are poly men, like struggle with that stuff. Yeah. So, whatever the conversation is, doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as we're having those conversations, I think it's important.
100%. So after going through everything, how did you start getting into music?
After footy again?
Yeah.
Yeah, so with footy, with Roosters, I got a first grade contract, and then I trained the first half of it, and then I got married. Shout out to my wife.
Yeah, shout out.
My wife's a queen, if I could just bring it back.
Yeah.
She's honestly, she's the GOAT to me. Like she dragged me out of the trenches, like just with my mindset and how I am. Like, she's really taught me how to be a good man.
Yeah. How did you meet?
We met through church at that summer camp.
Oh, how beautiful! Yeah.
Yeah. So
it was meant to be.
Yeah, straight out.
Singing the love songs at the
at the camp.
Give me the guitar.
Nah, it's funny, bro, because she tries to tell everyone that I was chasing her, but in the end, bro, she hit me up.
You're gonna find after that one.
Right. I don't want no part of this.
Video evidence. We'll get you on next episode.
You know what's funny, because that's when I was in Fourtunate, and I was doing music with my brothers and Joe. Yeah. And like, people kind of knew who we were. Yeah. And then like my missus, like Danny at the time, she was like, "Oh, yeah, he's a singer." Oh, yeah. Then like we went on X Factor, and she was like, "Oh, yeah, whatever." Yeah. Like, it cut me. I was like, "Fuck, you should show some respect." Shit. You know who I am. Because back then it was a big thing. Like,
it was a massive thing.
It was,
especially for our area as well.
100%.
Just like for me, I just looked at it as like, man, I'm a hood kid, and like, just being able to share that on such a broad platform that brought it to the whole Australia. Like, fuck, that's crazy. Like, we're getting paid $500 a week just to like sing, and like as kids we were just like, fuck.
Like 500 each?
Yeah, 500 each.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's even better.
Yeah, and like all like food and everything was taken care of. Like, we treated like kings. Wow. So it was like, for me, I was like, fuck, on the show, when I look at it, I'm like, fucking cringe, bro. But back then, like, I would never trade that experience for the world.
Yeah, 100%.
For one, like, I got to do it with my brothers. Yeah. And then for two, it was like, man, we were able to travel. Like, we went to London, we went to America, like, all of that stuff through that. So, so that opened my eyes, and I was like, man, fuck, I love that. Yeah,
because I remember when you were on X Factor and that, a lot of the Sevies were sharing it, and that's how I knew you were on there. And I was like, oh, yeah, shout out to all the Sevies.
That was fun, Like, I wouldn't do it ever again, but that was fun. That was fun.
And was that the first time, like, making money off it? Your music, and also, like, that experience, like, was that a kind of a point where you're like, oh, shit, I think I can do this?
100%, because it was like, I know a lot of polys that we always sing. Like, I always used to take a guitar to school, and we just jam every time at lunch, recess, whatever. It's a part of our culture. But then when you actually like got people like saying, "Oh, we'll pay you to do this, and we'll give you some money," I was like, "Whoa, this is like, I can do this shit for real." Like, so that's what opened my eyes, and I was like, "Nah, this is it. I'm just gonna go hard in it. I'm just gonna chase it." And
just to talk about that transition a bit more, how was your peers, and were you hearing a lot of people telling you like, "Oh, stick to footy"? Or
bro, I still hear that till this day.
Really?
Yeah, straight out.
And how do you feel about it?
For me, I just think they're uneducated. Like, in the sense of like, man, like, you've only seen these 4 walls in the suburb, And like I love that. Like fuck, this is home for me, 100%. Like my name's named after the suburb.
Yeah.
You know, so like that's cool. But for me, I'm like, man, we can take the world. Like we can actually use our gifts and our talents to actually, you know, take the world, travel the world. You know, some of my closest boys haven't even been out of the country.
Yeah, or the state.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like this is like their home, and this is all they'll ever see. And to me, I'm just like, nah, you know, like especially having a family and that, I've always wanted to be able to teach my kids to chase and like, you know, dream big. If you fall on your ass, at least you tried.
Yeah,
it's something you dreamed about doing. Like I would be angry at myself if I just stayed down a warehouse job for the rest of my life and that was it. You know, even this right here, like doing this podcast is big for me, and like because we reach a lot of people.
Yeah,
you know? And like some kid that's 3 years old or. 3 probably. Some kid that's like 7 years old or 8 years old could watch this and be like, oh shit, you know, I can actually start my own podcast because I like doing it. Or I can start doing music or playing footy because I like that. You know, so for me it's just about educating them and like, man, there's more to this world than just 100%. This.
Yeah. You know, when you left the country, like did that open your mind so much?
Oh, when I left the country, I travelled like overboards.
What was your favourite place to travel or that you went to?
Man, I loved America, man.
Oh,
that was
nice.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out America. I loved America. We went like everywhere there, Nashville.
Oh, nice.
LA, like,
not just the main city.
Yeah, no. Because we had a show, we done a headline of a show in Hawaii, and even that was like, that was nuts. They had to shut down the whole Wet and Wild.
Oh,
and like
nice.
we had a show at Wet and Wild with like Addies and
Oh
I remember this. I mean, not that I was there, but I remember.
So we had like even Jamal Jam, and they were like the people that we listened to
growing up.
So for me, I was like, fuck, this is really happening, you know. And then people were just like shouting, like, you know, fangirling out and all that. Like that was buzzy to me. That was real buzzy to me. But that opened my eyes to be like, man, nah, this is it.
Yeah,
this is the one. So yeah, I loved it.
Wow, that's crazy. That's so fun. Imagine the memories you made with your brothers, like doing that too.
Man, that's some of my favorite memories. Like just catching a plane together. Like when we went our first time going to Hawaii, we went on Hawaiian Airlines. And like they treated us like kings because they knew like we were fortunate.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit.
On the rocks.
We were drunk the first half an hour of the plane. Yeah. We never had a plane flight that long, and we were like wasted. Shit, what the heck is this?
Were you singing on the plane?
Oh, right, we were hard. It was just, and Hawaiian Airlines, because Polynesians are big, their seats are like
massive.
So you can.
That's the one.
No double seatbelts.
No extensions.
Yeah, no extensions.
Never having to pay for an extra seat.
It was amazing, eh?
Yeah, I bet. Wow, what an experience, man.
Really hard out.
That's so fun.
Yeah, and so like now in the music you've grown so much, and how did the kind of signing come about, like the contracts? Or
yeah, so I was doing footy again, and then after that I done music, and then I hit my boy up, Eddie, Look Good.
Oh
he was dancing in that, and then sorry,
he was dancing. It's quite extraordinary.
Are you talking about the guy we talked about outside dancing now?
Dancing on the curb? We're going to take a camera view of outside.
No, we're not.
He was dancing at the time, and then I just said, oh, let's just give it a crack, because I wasn't really, like, I never wrote my own music.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was doing a lot of covers, and I just never wrote, so I never knew what it was like to kind of record and like do my own stuff. So I told him, oh, let's just give it a crack, because I knew he was producing and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was producing, and then I just hit him up. I was like, hey, let's just get in a session.
Oh, he's very talented, eh?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. He's the most talented guy I know.
Ooh,
straight
nice.
up. Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out Eddie, man. He's nuts. Like he's just one of those guys who just
Jack of all trades, man.
Jack of all trades, bro. And he's so gifted. Like, so yeah, we started that, and then we done this, or we called it Planet Vegeta. He had envisioned that like 5 years ago, and then from there, Jazz was working in the mines, and like he was sending me videos on Instagram. You know, you get the message request, you don't open them. Yeah. And I was just like, I opened them, and it was Jazz. It was like, hey, bro, can you listen to this? And then it was him. Fuck, this guy was rapping on the toilet. I like the fucking audacity to send me a fucking video on the toilet.
Oh, shout out to Jazz. Fucking shoot a shot and
We're
made
just
it,
gonna
bro.
pop up the footage over here.
Straight out, he was rapping on the toilet, and he was like, bro, can you just have a listen, tell me what your thoughts are? And when I first heard it, I was buzzing out,
Yeah.
I was buzzing out. I was in Melbourne at the time with Eddie and my other boy Melbourne, and Stan. We had a show in Raro or something, and then
At Rehab?
Rehab.
No, shout out to Rehab.
Yeah, so he sent me that, and I was buzzing out. I said to Ed, I was like, bro, check this out. And then from there, it's just organic. When we flew back to Sydney, got in a session, and then we just uploaded something, and the label hit us up and just said, oh.
Of these three?
Yeah.
He's
Come and have a little meeting, and then we just went in from there, and ever since, we just signed up, and now we're doing that.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
Can I ask something? Do you use record everything?
We record it. We
Like,
record,
all
produce.
the
Video.
no, like
Vlog.
yeah, vlog everything.
Nah.
Oh,
We got a series called Fried Chicken and Flips, and that's kind of like a
what
vlog.
a cool name.
wait, hard.
Yeah. So we got a series. It's called Fried Chicken and Flips, where we where people just send in requests of songs for us to flip. So they'll send in a song, and we'll just sample it, and then, we'll go from there. So we got our second series dropping soon. So
Nice.
but that's kind of like a vlog.
Okay.
Vlog.
I feel like I always see you like vlogging.
Yeah,
It was those series,
it was
eh?
those series,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are pretty cool, man. Was that at your Hurstville house?
Yeah, that was at my Hurstville house. That's what, bro. We do what you do, but we all just record from home. Only this year we got our own studio now, and we're proper set up. So
Nice, bro.
How is that? Like, do you prefer studio or do you prefer recording at home?
I think it's just gotten to a point because we got a lot of deadlines and that now.
Yeah.
So it's like we got to take it as a job in a sense to be disciplined to actually record the tracks. Because at home, fuck, you record 30 minutes, next minute Netflix.
Yeah.
Honestly, like we record like one song and it would just be like, oh, yeah, we'll just chill for the day. But in the studio, we feel like we're clocking in, so like we'd spend the whole day there and just knuckle out tracks. So
Nice.
So good, man.
Damn, I can't get over Jazz's
Jazz's
Jazz's shot,
on the
man.
toilet.
Was he
he
rapping like
said
this?
about 3 of those.
The straight up.
3 on the toilet.
Like so it was over a period of like 2 weeks or whatever. Like he'd just be, and like he's drunk too. Like the bars he was spinning, I was like,
He don't play, bro.
Yeah,
Shout out to Jazz, man.
yeah, right. He's in my opinion, he's one of my favorites. Like,
He's easily one of the best, man.
yeah, I would say he's my favorite internationally. Like one of my top, because he's just gifted with the pen. Like if you meet him and you talk to him, he's a man of very few words, but man, he shares his gift on the mic, and
That's mad.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's crazy.
What was do you remember what was the first thing you wrote, like bars you or like song you wrote yourself?
First thing I wrote, it was a James track, me and James.
Oh, that was your first song?
That was your first one,
Damn.
and it was a hit.
Yeah.
That's a massive song.
Well, you better start
Oh,
writing
no,
more.
sorry. that wasn't the first. That was the first song I actually believed that I could
Okay,
do
yeah.
Okay,
original music.
Yeah.
So me and Ed's done a couple tracks, but I was just like testing the waters. But I just didn't know how to kind of go about it. Like I was trying to chase something. Like I was trying to chase like a certain what people would like to hear.
Okay, like a
and
sound.
like a sound of what I think that they would like. But that track there, it was my first one that I wrote in like 30 minutes, and I produced the track myself. And I just thought, oh shit, I'm just gonna chuck this up on my Insta.
Freaking oath, man.
Yeah, so I chucked it up on my Insta, and then James hit me up. He was just like, bro, this is nice. And then it was history since there.
Okay, question. That film clip, where was that basketball court at? Was that ropes?
Yeah, that's right.
I knew it. I should have came for the film clip. I live around here. Next one. I'll be there.
Yeah,
Hit the dunk.
Yeah.
I would have been in the back of the Aussies there.
You ever see me shaking my ass?
You'll be going up the post.
Yeah, dunk me, baby.
Car on the curb. I'm here, bitches.
Oh, fuck off.
Pull up in the back. In the undercover car. Oh, man.
But that song, bro,
Hard.
that's nuts to be like what it turned out to be.
Yeah,
Was
man.
that
That was a blessing for me, man. Like that, like to me, that song means the world. Just because it was the first time I felt like I just told my story. Yeah, for the first time, and I was like, "Fuck, people actually resonate with it." You
Oh,
know?
100.
Yeah, so I was like, even though it got leaked and everything, fuck you, whoever leaked it.
Yeah. Let's talk about leaks.
Yeah, let's talk
Yeah.
Oh, can I just say something quickly?
Oh.
You know, I went over to Johnny's house. That's also Johnny Lee.
That's my boy.
When he just recorded the song, I was like, "Fuck, send me the song." He's like, "Sorry, I can't do it." It's like, "Oh, you loyal punk."
So, yeah, I tell my boys, I say, "Fuck, if you send that song, I know where it's getting leaked from."
So do you know who leaked it now?
Nah, I don't have a clue, who leaked it. But to me, I'm like, yeah, fuck, it is what it is, you know. Like, the message is still the same.
100%.
Just the numbers will change, but the message always gets to the same people. So, it's all
Love
good
that.
with me, yeah.
Was that one of your first songs that got leaked?
That was the first song.
Oh,
that
yeah,
got
true.
leaked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
that was my first song that got leaked. So, it was, I was, in a sense, I was just happy. Like, I was like, man, if people fuck with it, then it doesn't matter, you know. Like,
Yeah.
because when it gets leaked, it's like the numbers and the views and the streams and that go down. But I always just think about the message that comes across, and I
100%.
believe that I can, that more songs will come with more views and more streams. So in the end, it's gonna reach the people,
Love that.
Yeah, hard out.
How did your that song that you did with JMs? Was your label okay with it? Like,
Nah, so we
have a
weren't
donut.
signed. Where's the vodka?
Nah, you don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Nah, we weren't signed then. So
Okay.
when I recorded that song, we got signed like 3 months later, maybe 4 months later, and then I showed them the song, and then they just like overlooked it, and I was like, nah, this is the song, like,
Yeah.
because it's not a commercially like. It's not something they play on the radio, and with
Yeah.
labels, like they really want to
Radio play.
push,
Yeah.
radio play for obvious reasons. They want to make sure that their investment's coming back and they're making money and whatever.
Yeah.
Or for me, it's always been about the message first. So I said, nah, this is the song I want to drop. And then it wasn't until like I just went to war a couple times, and I was like, nah, fuck, I'm dropping it.
Yeah. Like your other song.
Lucky.
Make that call.
Nah, it wasn't until I actually I was like, nah, because with that stuff, you got to really decide like what kind of artist you want to be.
I
You
love
gotta
that.
you got to decide it real fast, because man, you can just turn into someone that you're not real fast.
Easily.
Just chasing like the money and chasing the fame and all that. So even if it takes a longer time to get there, for me, I'm like, nah, fuck, I want to stay to who we are and who I am.
Stay
So,
true, yeah.
Yeah,
That's so good.
that was my thing, I was just like, nah. They ended up listening to it, and they heard it, and I said, this is it, and they're like, alright, sweet then.
Yeah.
Go with it. And then,
Nice.
shout
then
out
they backed
to James and that, and
Hard out.
But I believe in
I
that guy
killed
so
that
much,
bloody
man.
verse, man.
Yeah, those boys are gifted, bro.
100.
Like straight out,
Next
they're
level,
gifted,
man.
and the other thing is they got a crazy team around them. Like,
Yeah, shout out to the whole team.
yeah, like their boys are fuck, man. I always like flex and say like, bro, these guys are the best of the world.
Yeah.
Because they are
100,
to me.
man.
Man. Like,
Yeah.
they actually are. The things that they've done for our community and Mount
Oh,
Druitt,
100%.
and even just music for Australia in general. They
Yeah.
actually they paved the way for every single person, no matter who fucking like who spit dirt on their name or whatever. They know that these boys opened the door.
Yeah, much
And,
respect to them, man.
Yeah. So much respect.
It's crazy to like when you just think about it as well, especially like how it was maybe like 10 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Everything was so different now, what they've created.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck, it's nuts there. Like, everyone's like, oh, shit, this shit is possible.
100%.
Now they
bro.
can see someone like look like them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
someone that's from the same area, situation,
Yeah.
make
Oh,
it out.
100%.
That's a big thing, eh? Like when you see someone that looks like you that can actually make it.
Yes,
Yeah.
Man, it's a
100.
game changer, bro.
For
Man,
sure.
It's actually a game changer for me. Like, fuck, man, Druitt to me is like home. So like when I see like these boys come from where I come from and been through what I've been through, and telling, like in a sense, they're telling our story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
100.
Of course, they're sharing their stories and that, but fuck, they're speaking for us as well.
Yeah.
So
It's crazy, man.
So to me, it's like, man, I got a lot of love for them. A lot of love for
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
team.
Shout out to 1-4.
Yeah, shout out to 1-4
Shout
on
out
the team.
1-4.
Yeah, man. So with your other track, Make That Call, did you write that yourself as well
Yeah.
and produced it? Or?
Yeah, so I freestyled that track. It was funny as.
Shit.
Wow.
Yeah. Like it's just, I remember waking up at like 1 a.m. or something, and then, yeah, I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna just record a song about my wife.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was the song that actually came from it. And because I'm trying to get into producing as well, so I produced that track as well. And then I was like, oh,
Oh, nice.
yeah, I just done that, and then that's what happened.
Yeah. What about your label? No.
Are you trying to get you fired?
No, I'm
Shit.
joking. I'm joking.
Nah, honestly, right. Shout out to my label, to
Yeah,
Neon
100%.
Records. Like, fuck, they're the best. Like, they really back us as well. But it's a learning curve for both of us.
Yeah.
And we're learning how to deal with each other, and we're learning how each other move.
Yeah.
And that's exciting for me because they're teaching us things I didn't know, and we're kind of showing them, you know, who we are and who we are, like where we come from and that.
Yeah.
But with that track, fuck. My manager called, and I called him. I told him the track, and he's like, "Yeah, nah, it's not the one."
Did you tell him you're not the one? You're fired.
Nah, it was funny as because we have a mad relationship, me and Smiley. But
Yeah.
shout out Smiley. But he was like, I called him. I was like, "Yeah, this is the track I want to go in for my next single." And he's like, "Nah, mate, it's not the one." He's like, he's an English guy. So
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Nah, mate, we're not gonna go with that one. You gotta choose another one."
We need a
In my
dancing
head,
song.
I was cut. I was cut. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, nah, fuck, I don't care. And like, I'm staunch about my missus. So like, fuck, if I write a song about her and I want to release it, I'm gonna release it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the end, it ended up coming around, and he was just like, oh yeah, whatever then. But yeah, we dropped that song, and yeah, it's where it is now.
Yeah, you've done great.
It did so well.
100%.
I love that song.
Thank you.
And just to go back a little bit with Planet Vegeta, where did you kind of, because the sound is so different, you know what I mean? And it feels like it doesn't really have a genre for it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
We always
pop,
get
R&B,
that, eh?
rap, and like, how did that come about? Is that just all your styles, or was that
it's-
planned?
It's like, nah, there's no planning. Like we always said, like whatever we make, we just make.
Yeah.
Love
Like, we're not, like we that's why it's kind of hard because like it goes over a lot of people's heads, like what we do.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, it's mad that people are like learning our sound, like they're actually getting exposed to just a different kind of feel. But yeah, it's Eddie first. Like he's a genius. This guy's been like producing since he was 11. Like,
Oh,
wow.
Or like even younger. Like him and his brother. I think it was Brandon. Him and his brother used to like get their little laptops and go in the kitchen, and their mum would give him an old school song for them
Oh,
to flip.
nice.
And they would just like race to who can produce the whole track around that.
Oh, me.
nice.
That's mad.
Yeah,
That's
so if you
something.
see this guy in the studio, he could pump out like 20 tracks in one session.
Damn.
Just like producing. That's
Yeah.
how, yeah. So he's gifted like that, and then you got Jazz. He's just another level, bro. So
Shout out to that monster, bro.
yeah. So that, and I think just all our styles combined is just creates what our sound is.
Yeah.
Nice. Fuck, at 11,
Yeah.
I was fucking playing in the mud. Eating fucking grass, bro.
I was doing, bro.
That's so cool to hear them like encourage him in that
Yeah,
way. And
that's
set up
mad. I
little
love that.
tasks for them.
Yeah.
Do you you did a gig? Hey, I don't know if it was a gig, but you
The recent one with Fez, was it Fez on it?
No, there was one before that, and it was like an underground. I think it was the same
Oh.
place though. Was it?
That was our show. That was
Yeah.
I think that was for one of our singles.
Was it for your mixtape?
We done a show at the Carter.
Yeah, I think it was there.
Yeah,
It looked like it was pumping, honestly. I
it
was
was-
like, damn, I need to start going out.
Yeah, that show was crazy. Like that was our first time performing for the label.
Oh,
nice.
And then all the other execs came out, like from Triple J and Apple Music and Spotify and that.
Damn.
So it was like, yeah, that was buzzy.
Yeah, it looked fun as I was
Fuck,
like,
it was fun.
shit.
And how's your stage performance? Do you still kind of get nervous sometimes, or
Nah, man, I don't know. For
easy
me,
now.
like I feel like it's home for me when I'm
Yeah.
when I'm on
You're
stage.
most
you belong
comfortable.
there?
Yeah. Like when I got the mic in my hand and I'm on stage, man, I'm like I come out like hard out. You know, I just do whatever I want to do, and I feel at home. So yeah, I
Oh
love it.
yeah, because you know what, you're real comfortable like on this podcast as well.
Very well spoken too, yeah.
Like we have a few guests that are like we have to really like speak to them beforehand to like get them comfortable. But
Yeah.
bitch, you just stepped in here. Like,
Yeah, I know. Him and Marv's,
yeah,
bro.
you and Marv's,
yeah.
Oh, shout out Miles, but he's another guy that I'm like,
he's a bad
Yeah,
man, bro.
yeah.
Shout out to Miles.
it's crazy, eh? Like for me, it's like seeing all our poly, you know, whether you're from 21, 27, 6, 7, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to see the movement
Yeah.
in general.
100%.
Like, you know, that our people are actually like getting like noticed.
Yeah. It's
Fuck,
the
back
best.
then it was like fucking forbidden to actually do
Honestly,
that kind of shit.
yeah.
Like you
Just
get
fully,
laughed
yeah.
at to actually-
Yeah.
Boy, straight up.
Yeah,
That's so true.
Like anything, like even like dancing and that. Fuck, I remember I used to love dancing. Like I was
Yeah.
going hard, eh? Like
Yeah.
bring it on and shit.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but like all that stuff is like it's a normal for us now, and it's like fuck, you know, it's good for our kids to be like, and they,
Oh,
they can see it and be like,
100%.
fuck, I can do that
Yeah.
Breaking cycles, man.
straight out. Yeah.
So good.
How are you for time?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
One of those. Should we go to your brother's first? Just take everything there.
Yeah. So, what's it called? We just want to thank you for this new song you're about to perform for us.
I actually got a stage out front now. Is there any collabs that you are coming out with that you want to speak about?
Yeah, so my next single, I haven't got a date for it, but it's with Mr. T's.
Ooh,
Shout out, bro. That got OG, bro.
Wait,
Honestly,
like you mean like Ricky and them's
yeah,
brother?
Ricky's brother, yeah.
Oh, nice! I'm excited for that.
Honestly, they're
Yeah.
like they're some of my closest boys too.
Yeah.
Like when I first ever touched the recording mic is when we were jigging in school. And we used to go Manly, steal a whole bunch of food, come back to the house, and we'll have this little program called Audacity, and like he would set it up, and like we'll just like fucking, I'll be singing and he'll be rapping.
Yeah.
And then if you know about like rap over here, like him and Simon,
Yeah.
and Honcho's beef, that kind of sparked like the rap scene.
Yeah,
in
Yeah.
like that
Cincinnati.
song, Knox Lad, that
Yeah,
one, eh? Yeah.
Like we're all grown men now, and like fuck, we're all
Move past
tight.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're tight. But if you're talking about like that's what I look at when I'm like, fuck, these boys like paved the way. And for me, man, I always honor the people who come before me.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, for sure,
Like,
man.
for those boys, like Todd's done a lot for me in my life. You know, just him living his life in general, and like how the father he is, and the kind
Yeah.
of the man he is for his girl. Man, I look up to that so much. Those are the things that I look at. But so when I done this track, I thought of him straight away. It's called Hood Shine.
Oh,
Yeah, a little
nice.
exclusive, nah. But yeah, it's called Hood Shine, and it's pretty much just shining light on the hood.
Oh, that's my type of music. I love it.
So I hit him up, and he was like, "Yeah, bro, this is the only track I'll ever jump on."
Oh, that's
So,
mad
like,
love.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's crazy. But I reckon after everyone hears this, they're gonna be asking him for features. Eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
100%,
I
bro.
remember when that track came out, when they were going back and forth, I was like, man, I fucks with this music. Like, yeah.
Even Honcho, bro, he's a fucking
Oh,
that's a
bro.
Honcho, man.
Shout out to Honcho.
maniac. Yeah, that was crazy.
Kicked it off for the area out here, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, even Honcho,
He's
yeah,
OG of like, yeah.
for sure. Yeah, for sure. I got big respect for all of those guys, man.
Who's an artist that you would love to collab with?
That you haven't.
that you haven't? Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Like Aussie and Z artists or
Let's do both. Yeah,
Yeah, international and then Aussie and Z.
yeah.
To be honest, I look up to Nipsey hard.
Nice.
That's very important right here.
Yeah. Blue tack kept falling off. I was like trying to fix it.
We've actually got him in the back.
Come out! No. Oh, hey,
R.I.P.
I just
Nipsey.
clicked. I just clicked when you said
Do my
that.
whistle like that.
Marathon,
Marathon, man.
He's on some crazy, like he was on another level, man. It was shit because I didn't start listening to him until he passed. So like even just what he was about, like now I'm into like forex and trading and just being exposed to a whole nother world. And that world, like that was him. Like he was doing that, but just what he stood for and he didn't fold to no one.
Yeah.
He done his music and what his music was about, and that was it.
Yeah, and especially the love he had for his community.
Yeah. Straight
Always
up,
stayed in the hood, bought out that whole thing.
Yeah.
What they used to hustle in front of.
Yeah.
It's a mad story, man.
Yeah.
But here in Oz, nah, I don't really have anyone, to be honest, that comes to the top of my head.
Do you have anyone you think would be a good collab with him? Any artists you know?
I think one for me that would be interesting would be Sticky Fingers. Or like...
Who's that?
I knew you were going to say that. No, they're this band from Newtown.
They've been around for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They've been around for ages.
What's one of their songs?
How to Fly is probably like their most famous, or Australia Street.
Give us a little.
No.
Oh, look at the time.
I think you need to go. No?
Yeah. Oh, you know, what about 660?
Oh, bro,
Wow.
for sure.
That would be
Oh,
mad.
no, yeah.
Oh,
True.
yeah.
Like
That
the
would
LAB,
be.
like Lab.
Lab. Oh, bitch. Yep. We're like, bitch.
Brother, nah.
Those guys are crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll definitely, in a heartbeat, do a collab with them.
All right.
Yeah.
That'll be hectic.
Who's mine? I reckon you go good with Amul the MC.
Yeah. Me and Amu's been talking.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
See
Yeah,
that?
definitely will be good.
I think I'm a music producer.
Yeah, that definitely will be good.
Yeah.
I mean, bells.
Nah, so we don't want to be millionaires right now, you know. We'll wait later on, then we'll be millionaires. But just keep it humble, guys.
Who do you reckon bells?
I'm trying to think of like, they're like up and coming.
Oh, we gotta go now.
Bye, guys. Nah. I'm not too sure. It's hard because there's so much, man.
There's heaps that I would love to, like even Fez.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's heaps that.
Yeah,
that would be
100%.
Killer to do collabs with. But I think for me, for now, anyways, I'm just trying to focus on my shit and PV stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. And what's it called? I've seen your name kind of pop up in a couple of, like, what do you call it, credits. Have you ghost ridden a lot?
I've done vocals and stuff. I've done a few things with Stan for his projects.
Stan Walker?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Shout out, that's one of my closest mates, bro. He's a fucking funny dude, man.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Shout out to Stan.
But
He should start a vlog. Do you follow him?
Yeah, on Insta? Yeah.
He's got the dot stories, you know, when
Yeah.
it's just dot.
Yeah. Sounds like my Snapchat. Especially when I'm drinking. It's like, yes! Fuck it up!
Yeah, I've done some stuff with Stan, a few things with the boys, the 1-4 boys, and yeah, I just try and like whenever someone has sessions and if they need someone to come through, I just go through and just share my vibes.
Yeah. I saw your name pop up in the Welcome to Prison.
Yeah. So I helped out with the vocals on that. But yeah, that was the boys, man. Like Lome, James and Spen and that they had a whole vision for it. Rick, shout out Rick and Howie and that. Will Star.
Yeah.
Shout out,
Solo. Yeah, their team's crazy. They got a crazy vision and every song has a proper meaning to it. So.
100%.
Very
It showed
well
in the
thought
whole
out.
EP.
Yeah. And like if you see these boys in action, like you're like, fuck, I'm buzzing out.
Yeah.
I wish I was like that when I was their age. You know?
Yeah.
Like the way that they attack the music, the way that they share their story is nuts, man.
100%.
But yeah.
Crazy,
Yeah,
man.
seems good. And do you have kind of your next this whole year? Like, what's your plan for this year, music wise and like, goals?
I just got into trading, Like,
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. I've seen you been posting that.
Is that,
trading.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
the crypto.
So there's like stocks, and then you're
Stocks.
trading forex, foreign exchange.
I think I've seen a few people on
Oh,
that.
bitch! I feel like
Oh,
everyone's
yeah,
on
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
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 So I've been like studying a lot and just getting knowledge in trading in general.
Yeah, that's
Like,
good though.
and foreign exchange. Like I got me and all my boys actually called the the engine room. Shout out to the engine room.
Shout
Like,
out.
we full on turned our drink ups to study ups. Like,
Wait, that's
we've-
mad
Hey.
though.
yeah, like we've gone hard in like learning about the market and reading charts and understanding the terminology around it. Bro, because there's like just access to that whole new world of like money.
Yeah.
Man, that's actual financial freedom. So for me, I definitely like we got a tour that we're setting up for PV and all that, but in the same breath, we're trying to I'm trying to just get knowledge in the trading game and doing that.
Do you do it with Jerry?
So I know you're gonna fucking try to say something.
No, but then
The way you looked at me, like, you know what, Jay?
you almost fell for nah, what's it called? Jerry Fanene.
Nah.
Oh, he's one of the boys who's been doing the currency exchange.
Yeah.
He left his job and now I'm pretty sure he makes the same amount.
Bro, it's
So it's only
crazy.
getting bigger and bigger. Yeah.
Crazy.
Surely
Like,
jump on it.
yeah, one of the boys, like one of the guys that call him Matty Pips, he flipped a $500 trading account to 8 mil in 3 years.
Oh,
What? 8 mil?
Crazy, man.
And all it's doing is like once you actually learn how to read the market and understand currency pairs and understand terminology of it, like man, it's crazy the amount of money you can make.
Shit.
The
I'm full like,
algorithms and tectonic plates.
oh
like-
yeah, you're full talking. I'm like, yeah, got it. I'm like, I got
honestly,
it.
honestly, one of the boys, he just wanted to test the trading platform and the analysis and all the strategies that we've been learning. Put in on $50 and he's done it to 630 minutes.
Oh.
So if I give you $50, how much am I getting back?
That's the thing. Like for me, I'm trying to I always tell my boys that, man, knowledge is money, man.
Yeah,
knowledge is
100%.
power. So it's like you teach a man, like you give a man a fish he eats for a day, you teach a man a fish he eats for life.
Yeah.
Okay, come through with the quotes.
Oh, Red Honcho, you got a challenger here for quotes, man.
Nah, yeah. So I'm just trying to get around there, get amongst it, and so yeah, that's my goals. And then for music, we got another EP. Oh, we got an EP coming out in March.
Oh, nice.
And then
Okay.
So soon.
Not
fuck,
too
I
far
don't even
away.
know if I was allowed to say that. But
Yeah.
Check it
Too
out.
late. No.
It's already uploaded.
We're live. No.
Ask Jerry.
yeah, so we got an EP coming, and then off the back of that, we're gonna do like a regional interstate tour, depending on COVID,
Yeah.
and then we'll be dropping another EP on the back of that.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
That's so
gonna be crazy.
exciting, man. Congrats on that.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
exciting.
If you were to do a concert anywhere, where would you hold one?
Oh, what? Anyway,
Yeah, anyway.
in the world or just?
Oh, in the
Yeah.
universe.
I'm like,
You can do it on the
moon. Besides the moon and everything. Yeah.
First, I would honestly I want to hold a concert in Mountie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, yes,
Like
do it.
my big thing is I want to do a Mountie show with just Mountie artists.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you
Just,
stealing our ideas?
Wait,
Honestly, we got to make it happen.
100% open space.
Yeah.
Let's all go there.
If we could make that happen, fuck, that's a game
No,
changer.
not even open space.
See that Rudy Hill?
Yeah,
audit-
wait, that
is it
Rudy Hill,
auditorium,
whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Which one?
The new
that
one. Have you seen it?
Concert.
Nah, I haven't
It's a
seen it.
massive.
Oh, next to the
Is
Aries.
that
Yeah.
the Iris Hill?
Yeah.
Yeah, next to it,
Let's
across
talk
the
about
road.
the
On the
Peggy.
bridge.
No.
Are you in the VIP room?
She
I
ain't
know
got
to smoke,
big
yeah.
bucks, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be amazing, man.
I reckon could pull it off for sure.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, 100. Sold
The
out.
amount of talent we have here is fuck.
Yeah,
Fuck,
and
it
the
doesn't
support
end, bro.
too. The support's crazy as well here.
Hard. Oh yeah. Do you want to tell him that little story about? Was it Mata?
Oh,
When,
yes. Yeah.
I'm not trying to
shout
get
out
you.
to
I
Alright?
don't know what she's doing here, mate.
Get him,
Feel
man.
like you're
Uzi
sending
now.
me-
We got him. Nah.
I'll tell you what gets me is his face. He's like, oh, you know, Mata. You screw up together.
So one of our close friends, Mark, shout out to Mana.
Shout out, Mata.
And what song was it?
Like we. Was it like
Yeah,
we did?
yeah, it was. She literally played this song all night.
Yeah, repeat.
Repeated
like she
it,
was pumping your
running
views.
it up, yeah.
Even her mum was
Yeah,
doing it, like, and they had like iPads, phones,
yeah.
and everything. And whenever it
Yeah,
would stop,
man.
they would just
Literally.
replay.
Yeah,
replay.
we were having a fire pit, and she literally put that song repeat all night
whole
till the
night.
morning.
Yeah.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
nice. Fuck, shout out Mata, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
gotcha sis. Shout out to Bells for remembering.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
That's like when you said that, told us the stories. Like, fuck, that's mad love, man.
Yeah.
Even
Honestly.
getting your mum to like their mum to do it.
Yeah, or
Fuck,
literally.
that's crazy. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, shout out to all our Penryn fams out
Yeah.
there.
Tongaleva henua.
He's like, what the fuck is going on?
Do you know? Taking the donuts and leaving.
Just leave your shirt, alright?
Take the car.
Take the car off the curb.
Oh god.
Since knee high on a curb.
Yeah, you'd know.
You know what it is.
Yo, fuck. Oh gosh, too much.
Oh, getting hot now.
Maybe you should take off that shirt.
There's only stretch marks under here.
Oh gosh.
Alright.
Yeah.
Where were we? I'm like, where were we?
So,
Yeah, shout out
music
to
wise.
Marks.
Right. Yeah, man, that's crazy to hear that. And it's even crazier. I'm sure there's other people that do that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
100%, man. The support's so crazy, especially within Mount Druitt.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much love, man.
Yeah.
Straight out, yeah.
And do you have any kind of crazy fan stories?
Oh, yeah.
Besides,
or like when you're on
um,
tour or something.
Yeah.
Besides jazz on the toilet?
That's my craziest one. Nah, I don't have no.
Yeah.
No fans, bro.
Only fans. Nah, we just always muck around. Oh, God.
Do you have OnlyFans?
He does.
Is that the 2 million views?
Yeah, shout out to TikTok. He's going viral.
I'm in the 0.1% of creators, baby. Subscribe, feet pics and all.
Fuck, how about that, feet pics?
Oi.
People are getting asked to get
Bro,
paid for feet pics.
straight
Oh,
up.
if I really was on OnlyFans, I probably would do feet pics because, I mean, they're not bad.
I remember we went out to a party one time, me and the boys, and one of the boys took a phone. And
What do
then
you
we
mean
gaffed
took a
it,
phone?
Like stole one of the phones off one of the other guys there. And we're looking through the phone, and it was like 100 pictures of feet.
What the hell?
You know what's crazy? The next year, I ended up playing footy with the guy. No, it's just a thing.
So we know him.
Fucking hell, bro. That's why I cut my foot off, bro.
That's why I cut my
Like, oh, he's staring at him. Cut this shit off, bro.
Was it a Nokia?
Damn.
man.
So who was it?
Oh, no. Don't
It
listen
says
to me.
after. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, and just another question with your, like, where you're at with music. Like, for us, we think, it's a huge high status and a good place. Like, how busy does your schedule get?
Just depends on the projects, Like,
Yeah.
if we got projects due, then we'll be in the studio back to back. But then sometimes, then we'll just have cool off times, and I just try and just stick with my family and do things with my family around that. So yeah, apart from that, if we got a EP, we'll be in the studio back to back for 2 weeks or whatever, and then we'll just chill until the next project. But we're always recording. Like if the boys go in the studio and that, we'll just get in there, get some tracks done and whatever, and then we'll go from there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just from, like, outside looking in, I always just imagine, like, fuck, these guys probably, like, non-stop busy, non-stop
Yeah.
recording,
100, yeah.
meetings and all that
Studio.
kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, more. Yeah, that's why I got into forex, and that's just because I wanted to, put my time elsewhere as well.
Yeah.
Just try and focus
Another
on
stream of income.
just another stream of income as well, just to make sure that I'm not just putting all my eggs in one basket,
Yeah.
and it's just music. I want to try and keep a balanced life.
That's so good.
Good.
Yeah. Man, that's mad. Sorry, I wanted to drink and you're all looking at me. I'm like,
I was like, I'm not even gonna look away because I know she feels awkward.
Oh my God. I was like, stop saying cuz.
Well, I have a question.
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Let's
Do you think there'll ever be like a fortunate reunion? Like, you don't have to release music, or like, do you think anything will come up?
Yeah, no, I think we will.
Oh,
I
is it in
definitely
the
think we
plans already?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I'm going to rehearse with them after this.
Oh, shout out to the
Yeah.
fortunate crew,
My
man.
my brother's getting married, so we're doing a song for their wedding.
Congratulations to your brother, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out
But
to
yeah.
Joe as well.
Yeah,
Oh.
Bass, man.
yeah, he's
Shout out
crazy.
to the Neff.
Yeah, I reckon. We'll do something for sure. Like we always talk about it.
Yeah.
It's weird because we're brothers.
Yeah.
Like, I look at Joe as like a brother as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, we always talk like, oh yeah, when are we gonna get back in the studio or do something? But we haven't really I've been doing music ever since.
Yeah.
And like they've kind of taken a back seat, so I think they're like a bit rusty.
Yeah.
Nah, like in the sense of like just like being in that
Yeah.
environment,
Yeah.
like 24/7. But my other brother Isaiah, he's been killing it, still doing music and everything, and he's a crazy writer.
Yeah.
So I think when the time's right, like we'll definitely get something going.
Yeah.
Nice. That would be fun. to
Yeah,
see.
that would be.
Yeah, I appreciate this. To be
Yeah.
honest, this is my first ever podcast. So, I've never done this before, but man, like you guys just doing this, man, it really inspires me just to do what I do.
Nah, we
Probably don't hear
appreciate
much,
it,
but
bro.
like straight out, like all your different walks of life and what you guys can share through this platform is like, man, for our people and for me personally, it's like, makes me want to go get my shit. So thank you
Appreciate it,
guys.
bro.
We
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
guys
Thank
for having me,
coming
eh?
on.
Oh,
Yeah.
all good.
Yes.
It's good that like I'm happy that we're your first podcast and like we're all from the same
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
same area.
Even
so.
though you don't remember me from primary school.
6 years at
literally,
the same school.
Someone sent me my primary school photos because he
Wow, I was
asked me.
only there for 3 years.
Wait.
Yeah, I think I got there in year 3 and finished in year 6. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's more than you only need a week with me. I'm the loud one. Shit. Nah.
Yeah. And sorry, one more question: was that kind of planned on not doing interviews or podcasts?
It wasn't planned, eh?
Yeah.
Like, I've been asked a couple times, but I wanted it to actually be. I wanted it to be right, like the right moment, if you know what I mean. Like when you reached out, I was like, nah, this is it for sure, because you guys are my people, and like we're all from the same backyard, and it's a powerful thing that we can come together and share on this platform.
Yeah.
So in a sense, it is like it was planned to be like, I wanted to be my first one to be here, and like when I'm making millions, I'll come back here and do another one.
Gonna share those millions. When we drop that song, we'll make the first meal. We'll come back, and then we'll come back later with the other meal.
Nah, man, we really appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, we
Honestly,
do.
shit,
Thanks
that
for
means
that.
a lot.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it means a lot, man. Especially a person of your status just coming.
100%.
Like, I know we're all equal, but sometimes it kind of seems like, you know what I mean. These guys are like so high up, so it's
Yeah.
good that you came and showed love
Oh yeah, man.
for us just starting this off.
Yeah.
Just gotta cut the jokes next time.
Oh my, we're never cutting the jokes. I already cut my leg. What more do you want? What more did I want, man?
I can't. Bells on a roll,
Nah.
bro. No.
100. First of many, man, but
Yeah.
for sure,
Yeah.
first of many.
Thanks for having me.
No, thank you, bro. We appreciate the time.
Love, big love.
Nothing.
Oh wait, do you want to give any shout outs?
Yeah, that's
Because
what
we
I
have
was-
like
yeah.
shout outs that, like at the end of everything we go like give everyone shout outs. Oh
Nah, shout out, shout out to my wife, my daughter,
Yes.
my family. Shout out to
shout
my
out.
92 boys. Shout out to Engine Room. Shout out to PV. Shout out to Fucking
Everyone. Yeah.
Everyone in there. Shout out to everyone that's chasing a dream from Mount Druitt. First and foremost, and shout out to all the boys that are laying the platform for Mount Druitt as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
we love that.
And just polys in general. So
Yes.
big love.
Surely.
Yeah.
Sweet guys.
Wait. Shout out to Greater West Barber.
Yeah.
Where we're
yeah.
recording today. So thank you very much for that again. Shout out to $sign Sally for the artwork that she sent us behind us.
Yeah, shout out.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to our guest, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of
shout
course.
out.
7-0.
Thanks for having me.
SVNO.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, bro. But yeah, like I said earlier, first of many, man.
Yes.
We'll lock in another one soon
We're
enough.
so excited to see what the
on our
future
All-Star
holds, man.
season.
Oh, for sure.
Yo.
For sure.
All right, guys. Peace and love.
Peace,
Thank
guys.
you.
Let's go.